This is the one tarot card that I keep getting. And I wanted to talk about it here because I made a video not that long ago about tarot cards, using them. Been very connected recently, I would say. Been very accurate with the depictions I've had for the different readings for various people, including, for yourself is a little bit harder. But the chances of getting one card, there's 78 cards, you can do the math. I think it's like 1.28% or something, what I calculated. So that is the odds of getting one card. You get it again. You get it again. You get it again. This is the card that I keep on getting here. This is the Lovers card. And it's a bit, it's a bit provocative here in this image, but unlike the original artwork, there is no nudity in it, fortunately, so I can actually show it. But I keep getting it. I keep getting it. It's telling me something, because here's the interesting thing. I kept getting it so many times that I was thinking, it's got to be maybe like a slightly different size in this tarot deck, which is why maybe it's coming to the top and I'm drawing it, because just a little slight difference in size and whatever. Well, until you hear this part, listen to this part. I was like, okay, let me try a one-card tarot thing online. So I go to a website. It has me choose two different cards. I choose two different cards, and then it has me choose between those two, just one. And I choose it. It comes up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there it is again. And then, I see on some of these websites, they show like tarot decks that they are selling. And they, for like the artwork, like they have a link to Amazon. So I go to Amazon and I look at some of the images, and they show a few, like of like the cover, like here is my book here. See, it has like a few in there. Well, this card was in there. I look at another deck. Some of them don't have it, some of them have it. I then watch a video of someone just doing a reading, and then it comes up. So the chances of that happening are literally non-existent. The chances are so low. You have a 1-point-something% chance of getting it once. Multiply that. We're talking about millions, trillions, or billions of a low percentage. 1 in like a billion, okay, of getting this card so many times. 1 in, just like me, just like you. 1 in however many people there are in the world. That's how many times. Billions. 1 in 7 billion, 8 billion, 9 billion, however many people. It's crazy. So what does this mean exactly? If we take a look at it, it's called the Lovers. Okay, so it could be about love and relationships. Could be about, you have to usually read it with other cards in the context of it. And it's interesting because there's been some readings that have been very heavily about some sort of relationship. Because it's like, it has been something that has been on my mind a lot, because there are some, just some thoughts that I have about various things or various people even. And it is very interesting because it's like, if you've watched me at all, if you know anything about me, I've only ever been in like one relationship, and I'm like, I'm in my like mid 30s here. And that was like, I don't know, 8 years ago or so. And it was very short lived, so that was like the first time ever. So it's like, okay, I'm getting old here. Am I ever going to find anyone here? So it's like, you know, you just put those thoughts and like some sort of positive intentions out there, and then it's like you meet some people who have some sort of potential for that. And then I feel so connected to these cards, and I just keep getting this, almost as if it's like affirming me, like, oh, it is going to happen, depending on the context of the other cards. Like the other day, when I did one, it was one of the cards, I think it was the Five of Cups or something, I think, and it was about being disappointed that someone wasn't what I thought that they were. And that's exactly what I was experiencing at the time, because there was, you know, someone who I guess was interesting to me to get to know, to understand them better. But it's like there were some really weird things going on that I feel as though I was let down by that person. However, the card also emphasizes that could be something that's within my mind. And I think it very much was. It was something that I was creating in my mind, being let down by this person, because this person was not really much of any different of how they were before. Maybe slight changes here and there and everything. But then I drew the next card, which was, I think it was like the Nine of Cups or something, which was the inverse of that, which was about, you know, it's going to be it's called the Wish card. You can have a very positive outcome. So I'm like, okay, maybe that situation that I was thinking, being let down by this person, it was within my mind. Maybe I'm just creating this idea, and I have to just stay focused, be patient, and just wait and see what ends up happening, and not getting so worked up like I used to be in the past. If someone wasn't the way that I thought that they were, I would get so paranoid, suspicious, and I would lose my trust in this person. Now I'm starting to rationalize, like, okay, this person maybe did something weird that before I would not have trusted this person. It would have been a devastating experience. But now I'm like, just slow down a little bit and just wait, because I don't know the full situation. And then the third card that I drew, this one. So obviously this was very specifically about that sort of, you know, idea of a romantic thing. So whether or not it was specifically about this person, like I've built up an idea within my mind and they let me down, and maybe it'll be able to be, because I'm just making it up in my mind, it will end up working out to some degree, or it could be someone else. So I think that is just what my type of mindset is now, that I'm realizing. It's like it could be someone that I know already. But if it's not, I will meet that person. And I feel as though, because like a lot of these different cards that I keep getting saying, you know, it could happen at any time, essentially. It's like it could go, it's not going to be the way that you think that it's going to be. You know, it's going to be in a very different sort of way. So I don't know. It's just an interesting thought, because the chances of keep getting this one again and again and again and again, it is not likely. It's not likely. That obviously there's some sort of sign that I need to be paying attention to. Something. So, I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So, if you want to share your thoughts on this matter as to this card and the importance, if it comes to any sort of relationship, friendship, romantic relationship, whatever, or you keep getting some sort of card, what does it mean for you? Whenever I've drawn this card, it's been always in a very positive context. I should also mention, here's the other thing, it's also very important about this. So for this person in particular that I'm thinking about, you know, I drew 4 cards for them. I was doing a reading for them. Not like specifically like they asked me to, or, you know, for them specifically like that, but it's because I wanted to understand a situation in their life a little bit better. This was one of the cards that was in their reading. And since then, that is when I've been constantly seeing this card again and again and again and again. I've been constantly seeing it again and again and again past that point. So when I did the reading for them, that was the first time that I saw it. And I saw it in my own readings and about situations when I'm thinking about a situation within my own life. So I've seen it, including that first time, probably 5 times in my own deck, 1 time online, and then the multiple times that I've seen it in images online as well. So we're talking 8 or 9 times I've probably seen it. So it's giving me some sort of sign. Who knows? Maybe that'll be me soon. I don't know. But regardless, it's a very interesting thing. So let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.